Toxic positivity is destroying the gaming industry. Those who have been following the channel already know this, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people who fail to understand this. Toxic positivity is one of the biggest problems in the industry that we have to face, probably in the top 3, and I know that might be a hot take for many of you. For those who don't understand what I mean by toxic positivity, let me explain. It's pretty much a coping mechanism, a very bad coping mechanism. Some would even call it pathetic. It's when a person refuses to acknowledge any negative feelings and instead tells people to just be positive, dude. Things could be worse. They believe that any expression of disappointment or anger is a bad thing, when we all know for a fact that is not the case. Anger, disappointment, sadness, these are all normal emotions that people feel, but for some reason, these people, they don't see it that way. They dismiss these expressions of dissatisfaction as whining or bitching. They'll treat you as a crazy and unreasonable person for not being happy with the product that you spent your hard-earned money on. Instead, you should be happy. Just be grateful that you got something. It doesn't matter what state it's in. I know for a fact that most, if not all of you watching this video have encountered these kinds of people. Interacting with these people with this mindset is one of the most aggravating things ever. Now, why is it such a problem in gaming? Because it strips away most, if not all, of the powers that we as consumers have. Modern gaming culture doesn't just encourage toxic positivity, it demands it. That means anyone who voices any valid concerns about their favorite game, they're instantly shut down with, "It'll be fixed, bro. Just give it time, bro. Why are gamers so entitled?" Or even worse, they'll accuse you of harassing developers. The classic "developers are human too" card gets pulled every single time a game is launched in a broken state. They don't even understand how one-sided the relationship is. The multi-billion-dollar company shits out a terrible half-baked mess of a game. People pay $70 for it, and they're not even allowed to criticize the game that they paid for. That's insanity. I've seen people get ridiculed for demanding better optimization. Wow, I want to play a game that doesn't crash or freeze every 3 seconds. The entitlement. Let me give you guys a quick example. As most of my subscribers know, I started this channel with the intent of making Killing Floor 3 videos. In fact, my very first video on YouTube was about this game, and I posted that last July. I had been a fan of the Killing Floor franchise for many years. The first game was one of my favorites as a child, and I sunk many hours into KF2 when I was a teenager, so of course, as a grown man today, it's understandable why I'd be very excited to see a new Killing Floor game. However, as more information and trailers of the game came out, my perspective, it flipped. I became less and less excited because the issues of the game became more glaring. I won't go into much detail because I've already made countless videos in the past already. You can check them out if you're interested, but you guys know, me being a fan of the franchise, I thought I should voice my honest opinions about the game because I didn't want to see it fail. I tried warning people that the game would be DOA if they didn't implement any changes, and the amount of shilling in my comments was unreal. People would tell me, "The game will get better, just give it time, just have some faith." They would say this for months and weeks leading to the game's launch. The first beta was so bad, the game had to get delayed, and when it did officially launch, it was an absolute disaster, and I still had people telling me that I need to be patient and just give them more time after they've already taken our money. They tried to gaslight me into making me believe that I was being the toxic one, that I was the problem. But here's the sad part, my YouTube channel actually gets held to a higher standard than this multi-million-dollar studio that produced this trash slop. People are more willing to dish out criticism to me than these studios that scam them every single day. Which, hey, honestly, I don't mind. Criticism is what helps you improve. But the fact that they won't have the same energy for these corporations is beyond pathetic. And it's not just regular people who shill and push toxic positivity in the gaming community. The most egregious offenders of this are content creators. You have YouTubers, both big and small, who are literally getting paid to speak positively about a game. This is, again, not surprising to people with even average intelligence, but you have a lot of dimwits in the community who put way too much trust in these creators. They'll get early access to games, free keys, sponsorships. Like, yeah, of course they have nothing but positive things to say about the game. And if they do have any critiques, it's often minimized, no matter how big of a problem it actually is. Does Payday 3 Gary and the Axeman ring a bell to anyone? And this is why I just laugh at anyone who accuses me of grifting, because I know the ones who call me a grifter will be the same ones who will run to their favorite YouTuber and listen to them shill for slop. YouTubers who are getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars to pretty much advertise broken games are considered legit. But people like me are the real grifters. Make it make sense. But you know what? If we're gonna make them mad, we might as well make them angrier. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos weekly. But if we're not allowed to hold corporations accountable for their terrible business practices, then what's the point? We're just expected to accept slop? We're expected to watch our favorite hobby get torched because of corporate greed? Like, come on, man. You as the consumer deserve quality products for your money. And you don't have to accept slop with a smile on your face. That's complete bullshit. Being happy with its current state of the industry isn't positivity, it's defeatism. These people know that this industry has greatly declined over the years. Like, that's just irrefutable. They've watched their favorite studios get shut down due to mismanagement. They've watched their favorite games get scrapped. But, you know, unfortunately, the real world is so bad. People are desperate for any kind of escape, and I guess video games are one of the best ways to do it. Corporations know this, and they're able to take full advantage of that. And that's why every time you and I express any hint of anger towards a studio for ruining our games, these shills will interpret that as ruining their fun. It's annoying, but it is what it is.